guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here with another episode, the third episode of my Scary Story Time series. But this time I'm building in Bloxburg, or working in Bloxburg, sorry. But before I get into that, make sure you join my Discord, and I'm doing a party tomorrow, Eastern Time. I'll send another, community message, at what time it's going to be at. And yes, join my Discord. It's in my bio, just, accept the invite to my server and turn your post notifications on. And add me on TikTok, and thank you guys so much for watching. You ever met someone who didn't take no for an answer? Well, that's what happened to Jillian, and things took a turn for the worst. Jillian always went to this one cafe. While she was there, she bumped into a man named Charles. Charles came from a wealthy family where he didn't really take no for an answer, so he was spoiled. Charles thought that no woman could say no to him, and he asked her to have coffee with him, and they had a friendly, normal conversation. While the cafe was about to close, Charles had asked Jillian if he wanted to be her girlfriend. Jillian rejected him, saying, "Sorry, you're just not my type." As you can probably figure out, this made Charles furious, so mad. Charles started coming to the same cafe every single day in hopes of bumping into Jillian again. It got to the point where Jillian would see Charles outside the window waiting for her, so she left out of fear. Yeah, Charles wouldn't take no for an answer, but things were not so simple. One day it was the final straw though. Charles had bought flowers for Jillian and waited at the cafe. When he didn't see her, he smushed and stomped on the flowers. Out of anger, Charles said he's going to make her girlfriend if that's the last thing he does. Charles then looked up Jillian's address in the phone book. But Charles would have never expected what he found there. Commercial break. Make sure you subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and come join me in my 4th of July party. If you go to my community, all the details are there, and I hope to see you there. Thank you guys so much. For 50 subscribers also, thank you. Okay, back to the story. Charles knocked on the door multiple times until Jillian answered and said, "Charles, what the heck are you doing here?" Charles kept asking why Jillian wanted to go out with him, and Jillian just stated that he wasn't her type. Jillian then said, "But if you want to know what my type is, I can show you." She led him in her house to a door. Charles, being Charles, went to the door, and he saw stairs leading to the basement. And guys, what happened next will shock anyone, so make sure to subscribe. When Charles was walking to the basement, he smelled a horrible, terrific smell. As Charles's eyes were adjusting to the dark light, he saw tons of dead bodies just hanging around. They were headless and nailed to the wall. There was a table where their heads were arranged in a row, like in order. While Charles was just in utter shock, he felt a tap on his shoulder. He turned around, and it was Jillian. He turned around to Jillian with the axe in her hand. She swung it at Charles. Charles's head went rolling across the room, and Jillian said something completely sickening. Jillian said, "Well, now you're my type." But now that the story is over, I ask you, will you take no for an answer?